a lot of what we see in the spiritual community, or should I say the law of attraction community, because I believe they're different. I think a lot of influencers are creating content that is extremely unrealistic, and they're painting a picture that is unattainable for a majority of the people watching. If you've been watching my videos for some time now, you understand that I believe in balancing the masculine and the feminine, right? The practical and the impractical, putting them together to birth a new life, or to manifest the money that you want, or create the career that you want. Most of the law of attraction community is teaching just the feminine. Just be woo-woo, just visualize, just use the 5x5 method, just use technique to get specific result, okay? And it's interesting, the law of attraction, the word attraction has the word attract and action, attract and action. So it's got the feminine and the masculine within the words attraction, the law of attraction. To attract, you need to be in a certain vibration. You need to have certain subconscious programs. You need to be what it is that you want. You need to visualize. You need to use and tap into the energies of the universe. As you become more attractive to the universe, guess what? You manifest more into your life. But there's also action in the word attraction. So action is required. The practical is required in order to create your reality. Most of the time, okay? So I just want to be clear, most of the time. Yes, you can manifest just being in the feminine. Absolutely. How far can you get just manifesting in the feminine? I only think so far, because it's only one part of the equation, okay? We have male and female, right? We have feminine and masculine. And when you take a male, all right, it's penis, and he ejaculates into the woman, and then the sperm is, go into the egg, we create a new life, literally. We take the masculine fluid and the female's egg, and we create a new life by doing that. Now, in this day and age, unfortunately, the way the world is going, a lot of women can, have kids by themselves. This is something that I absolutely do not agree with when it comes to the mindset of not needing a man. This is absolutely fundamentally ridiculous when it comes to life in general. When you have a child, it needs both the masculine and the feminine energy in order to bring forth, a healthy, stable child. And it's proven in psychology that when both parents are bringing or raising the child has a better mental and emotional state. So when we look at the law of attraction community, we'll see videos on manifesting fast, manifesting quickly. I achieved this. Here's my success story. This is what I manifested. And we want to ask ourselves, why is this LOA community so big? If it genuinely worked for everybody, then we would have no need to watch more videos on the law of attraction. And again, that's not to say the law of attraction doesn't work. Okay, I'm saying it doesn't work for everyone, and there's reasons for that. So we're going to get a little bit deep. We're going to be talking about energy. We're going to be talking about people's past, people's ancestry. We're going to be talking about why certain people are able to manifest and some people are not able to manifest. And I really want to paint realistic expectations in terms of the law of attraction. So I'm going to start off by saying I'm a black male living in the UK. All right. And for someone like myself, would you agree that it's going to be a little bit more challenging for someone of my skin color to achieve a certain level of success? Now, here's the blowback. For a lot of people, they'll say, well, Gavin, if you believe that, that's what you're going to attract. And this is the trick with the law of attraction community. They will literally gaslight you, not intentionally. They will literally gaslight you and tell you, well, if you're not manifesting what you want, if you believe it's hard, it's going to be hard. Like they push it back on you. And I've been the type of person to kind of stay away from that kind of, content, because I understand that someone who grew up in a really rough neighborhood, they're going through certain struggles, they've got certain bills to pay, they got 2 kids, it's going to be a little bit harder for them to manifest the reality that they want. It's going to be a little bit more challenging, right? They're facing much more adversity than the person who is in the middle class. They got a, high 5-figure to 6-figure job, and they're wanting to manifest a successful business. Is it going to be a lot easier for that person to manifest a successful business? Yes, obviously. It even goes down to race, right? We all know about white privilege. Now, obviously, if you're someone that's Caucasian, your channel's likely to grow quicker, especially if you're Caucasian and a woman in this community. And so, yes, we'll see women LOA influencers succeeding much quicker than a male influencer. Number one, because of looks. Number two, a lot of the law of attraction community is women, right? So it's just natural for them to manifest a big following, to get to the 6-figure level, to achieve certain result. And by the way, everything I'm saying right now is to help you understand the law of attraction works differently for different people. Not that I'm hating on these people, right? So let's talk a little bit about energy. My ancestry went through a horrific experience for 400 years. And with that carries this energetic imprint. And in my previous video, I spoke about it, how, I done ayahuasca and I went back to slavery. It was the worst experience I've ever been through. And I had trauma in me that I didn't know was there. Literally, I had ancestral trauma within me that I didn't know was there. And I purged it up and I released it out of my being, right? And so, your ancestry, might be your parents and their parents. They might have had, a decent life or a great life, whatever, right? If the ancestry is good, and the energy in the family is good, guess what? It's much easier for this person to manifest because they resonate at a different vibrational frequency. So on screen right now is the power versus force energy chart. All right. And these are the vibrational frequencies that you can be in. Okay. And this has nothing to do with your emotion or your emotional state on any given day. It has nothing to do with positive thinking and thinking positive or anything like that. This is your actual vibration. This is, for example, if you are a radio station, this is the station that you're tuned into. So some people are tuned into anger, grief, these low vibrational frequencies near the bottom, guilt, shame, right? Some people are at neutrality or courage, right? Or acceptance, which is kind of in the middle. Some people are at enlightenment, love, joy, reason, right? Everyone resonates at a different frequency. So literally your upbringing and your past, when I say your past, I'm not just talking about your past, I'm talking about the past of your ancestry. All of that decides what vibrational frequency you're in right now. We can also look into karma, right? Your karma, your Akashic records, the things that you've done in past lives, if you believe in past lives, is going to affect this lifetime, whether you believe it or not. Okay, because I've done the work and I can tell you 100% when you heal this stuff, your life completely transforms. Not only that, me working with my clients and doing certain healings, focus on healing the heart, shifting subconscious programs, literally people manifesting, a house, to getting sales in their businesses, to being able to, travel all over the world and do what they love, following the path that they really want to follow, finding their purpose. All of this has been achieved by me instructing people on doing certain healings, focusing on certain energies and releasing them out of their being. And for most of the time, they don't do anything different. Okay, they're not doing any new visualization or technique or strategy that you'll see 5x5 method, 2-cup method, descripting method, method, technique. They're just doing and living the life that they've always lived, and things begin to change because they have changed vibrationally. They've gone on the scale and they've resonated at a certain level. And because they've increased their vibrational frequency, their life begins to change around them. Does that make sense? You are the center of the universe. And so it all starts with you. So yes, when we see an influencer who has a huge following, sometimes their ancestry was good. The way they was brought up was different to yours. They had different hardships or different problems. Maybe they had an easier life than you or whatever it is. So yeah, when it comes to them manifesting the house of their dreams, when it comes to them manifesting their specific person or dream life partner or whatever it is, when it comes to them manifesting better health, when it comes to them manifesting the money that they want, financial freedom and all of this great stuff, it's significantly easier for them than it is for someone who grew up in a really rough neighborhood or didn't have good parents, someone who grew up, you know, being abused or whatever it is. And so what I've learned is that when it comes to the woo-woo side of the law of attraction, we can do all these techniques and methods and whatever it is, but we also need to be practical and take action in terms of healing ourselves. Okay, we need to grow consciously and unconsciously into the life that we want. We need to create the belief systems. We need to shift our identity. We need to release certain trapped emotions and trapped energies within our being. It's confusing to me that a lot of, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about this. Who knows? There's a lot of people who believe. I asked, someone commented on, I believe it was Aaron Dowdy's video. I was just commenting on Aaron Dowdy's video and I said something and someone replied saying, you know, you don't need to take action in order to manifest with the law of attraction. And I asked him the simple question, okay, how would Aaron Dowdy get to 1 million followers, okay, 1 million subscribers without taking action? And his response was, he just needs to, you know, he just needs to think positive, like think his way into it. It doesn't make any sense to me, because how can you think yourself to 1 million followers without taking any action? You got to take action. He's got to make videos, right? He's got to hire a team. He's got to, you know, do the tags and the description and the title of the video, the thumbnail, whatever, right? If he took no action, there's no way in hell he's going to get to 1 million followers. It doesn't make any sense unless he buys them, right? If he buys them, they're not really 1 million followers, are they, right? If we look at someone like Abraham Hicks, who is very, very woo-woo, right? Very, very woo-woo. She doesn't really talk about the practical side of the law of attraction. If we look at her, she's got her events that she does. She's taking action, right? She's selling you, you know, events and books and courses on the law of attraction when she's taking action and becoming a millionaire by doing all this stuff. She doesn't really preach taking action. So for someone like myself, if I wanted to manifest $1,000 within the next 48 hours, I can do that. Do you know why? Because I've worked to myself to have the systems, right? The practical side to make that amount of money. I could literally make a video tomorrow saying, hey, I'm offering this service. I could make a long video saying I'm offering this service and I'll probably make that $1,000 if I really wanted to. But I'm not focused on money like that, right? I have the systems to create money within 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever it is. Some people do not have that in place. And yes, you can manifest $1,000 through doing, you know, going to the casino and, you know, gambling and making money like that, or, you know winning the lottery, whatever. Guess what? When you see this in the comment section, when you see people doing this, it's very, very rare. It's not something that is just going to happen, you know, for everybody. And again, that's why the spiritual community is so big. They're thinking, well, this person's doing it, that person's doing it, this person's achieving it. So it's definitely achievable for me. I need to figure it out for myself. And then comes the gaslighting. People saying, hey, you know what? If you're not manifesting, you're doing something wrong. If you're not manifesting, you just don't believe enough. You need to try harder. if you're not manifesting, you're doing your visualization wrong. You got this problem and that problem, whatever. You just can't believe yourself out of a low vibration. And then when we go back to the scale, and again, this has nothing to do with emotion, okay? You cannot believe yourself out of a low vibration. No, you need to do the work to actually change your tune. The radio station that you're tuned into, you actually need to do the work. You need to release certain thought patterns, certain belief systems, certain identity traits, certain emotions, right? You need to release this stuff to actually raise your vibration, okay? Not by what the typical raise your vibration video will say to you, like, just be happy, follow your passion, think positive thinking, just feel good. It's crazy. We can have, someone just start a brand new YouTube channel about the law of attraction, have done no work on themselves or whatever it is, right? And, they put on a channel, they're quite good looking, right? And, they look attractive or whatever it is, and have very little knowledge on the law of attraction, very little experience with it. And they're teaching, right? They're teaching the content, they're putting the stuff out. And guess what? They blow up and they start making a lot of money and all of this stuff. And now you're assuming that it's that easy as well. But, there's other things in play that allow them to get to that level. Does that make sense? Maybe you've heard of pretty privilege before, right? We have this thing called pretty privilege. And we got white privilege as well. There's certain things that will dictate how well the law of attraction works for you versus someone else. If you're applying for a job, right, and you're someone of my race, it's much harder for someone of my race to get that job over someone who's Caucasian to get that job. And that's just the way life is. Should it be that way? No. But this person, someone who is from the Black community, or even the brown community, people who are Mexican, South American, or whatever it is, for these people, it's going to be harder for them to manifest a job over someone who is Caucasian manifesting a job. Now, even when it comes to me making YouTube videos, there was a certain way that I was presenting myself, right? And there was this big battle going on in between me. Like, I did feel like I wasn't being my authentic self, but then there was a part of me, trying to appease the algorithm. Like, I need to talk in a specific way. I need to be entertaining. I need to make sure they watch the whole video, etc., etc. But also, when I first started YouTube, it was a very, very long time ago. And so the idea that I had around money and success is that I need to target people who are Caucasian, right? Otherwise, I'm not going to be successful. And so literally speaking in a certain way, making my videos in a certain way, me doing all of this stuff in order to attract and manifest the life that I wanted, it kind of shows that, people do things to create what they want. They will literally behave in a certain way to get where they want to be. So yes, they'll make a video on manifesting within 24 hours. And again, like I said, I've made videos on manifesting within 24 hours. All right. You make those kind of videos because that's what people want. Supply and demand, right? We make those kind of videos because it's popular and people want to grow their channel. People want to go viral. People want to make money, all right? So yes, they will put out certain content, even if it doesn't agree with them 100%. And so for me, I was doing this for a very, very long time, creating content to, number one, appease the algorithm and making sure my channel grows and to pop and go viral, etc., etc. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see back there, I got the YouTube award, right, for my previous channel. Now, I was able to grow it. I was very, very successful at that. But now I'm creating my new channel. I did start off by being more authentic, and then I kind of fell off track, and then I've come back to being more authentic and not focused so much on trying to target a specific group of people, trying to make content that I think will get a lot of views or go viral. There's all of these fears and insecurities that happen, and so we're watching these influencers and not realizing that perhaps, you know, a lot of them are not being their true selves. A lot of them are being unrealistic. A lot of them are creating content that they don't necessarily want to create because it makes money, because it grows a following, because it's what people want, supply and demand. If we look at the news on the television, right, it's usually mostly negative stuff. Guess what? That's what people want. That's what grabs people's attention. When you activate someone's fight or flight center, it's sort of like exciting to them to know what's going on and what's wrong with the world. People want to know what's wrong and what's going on in the world and what's bad rather than what's good, because we naturally want to survive. We naturally want to protect ourselves. When we go to the store, right, you know, we look at all the different options. There's so many options because it's supply and demand, right? We look at the television, there's so many different channels because it's supply and demand. And when we look at, you know, Instagram or YouTube, there's a lot of videos and a lot of different content, a lot of different topics. It's a supply and demand, okay? And so, you know, if the Google or the algorithm or YouTube says people are searching for how to manifest money within 24 hours, and a lot of people are searching for it, someone's gonna make a video on it, you know, eventually, right? And when, you know, Adam makes a video on manifesting within 24 hours and he gets 100,000 views within 30 days, and then other influencers see that Adam made a video on manifesting within 24 hours and he got 100,000 views in 30 days, guess what? Everyone else is gonna jump on that specific topic because they wanna get some of that too. For example, I made a video recently on The Greatest Secret. It's a book by Rhonda Burns, right? I was one of the first people to put a video out on it. And you may be even subscribed to my channel because you came through that video. Now, obviously, after I made that video, other people jumped on the video. I made the video as well about that specific topic. It's just what happens. People want to grow their channels, even if they don't like the book, even if they're not interested in that topic at all. Because it grows a channel, because it gets a following, they will make a video on it, even if it's not genuinely aligned. So there will be people that attract a specific person. There will be people who attract the dream life partner. There will be people who, you know, manifest better health. There will be people who are, you know, able to get the money that they want, the success that they want, the career that they want, the job that they want. You will see all of these success stories, but is it realistic in terms of the way that they done it? Right, and visualizing, woo-woo, absolutely not. We don't just want to be woo-woo feminine. We want to be implementing the practical as well. This is my unpopular opinion. It's not even an opinion, it's fact, right? Male, female creates a new life. Masculine, feminine creates a new life. If everyone taught, if the movie The Secret taught, hey, you need to take action as well. You need to be practical. You need to plan. You need to do this. You need to do this, right? This whole community would be completely different, and it probably would be a very unpopular or a little bit less popular niche. It'll be more focused on personal growth, personal development. It wouldn't be so woo-woo and spiritual. Does that make sense? But the movie The Secret didn't preach that. And the movie The Secret reached to over 1 billion people. So can you imagine the mass influence that's happened in terms of just being focused on the feminine side of the law of attraction? So if you're someone who's fed up of messing around with these videos on YouTube and you want to actually get something realistic and practical, and you want to build a business, or you want to make it successful, you want to follow the career that you want, or whatever it is, and you just can't break through, you know, you're struggling to break through, or whatever it is, then get a free energy reading from me. I will read your energy. I will determine your vibrational frequency on the scale that we spoke about earlier, where you resonate at. I'll tell you a little bit more about where you need to be, and you'll also get a manifestation diagnosis session, which will dive deeper into the reading that I'll do for you. Please don't comment on my video below saying, hey, like, you know, Gavin, I manifested this experience, you know, I manifested this, you know, blah, blah, blah. Your one experience out of hundreds, thousands, millions of people, right? Your one experience is unrealistic for a majority of the people, Maybe you have a little bit of luck on your side. Maybe, you know, it was the right timing. Maybe it was something to do with your skin color. Maybe it's something to do with your ancestry, your energy, or whatever it is, right? There's a lot that goes into manifesting that is unspoken, or even not known. It's an unknown for a lot of people. Like I said, people will literally start a YouTube channel, have very little experience with it, very little knowledge with it, and blow up. And they'll project the same information to you that they did in order to blow up and get the life that they want. But it's different for everybody, literally. And so it is not going to be the same for one person and another person. That's not how it works. We can generalize and say, if everyone just visualize, they'll get the life that they want. We all know that is not going to happen, right? So we need to be more realistic. And I believe in being unrealistic, but also realistic. Unrealistic is woo-woo. Unrealistic is the spiritual. Unrealistic is the impractical. We need that side, right? It's important. But we also need the realistic. We also need to be practical. We also need to know, do I need to increase my confidence to manifest my dream life partner? Do I need to learn how to manage my money better to increase my wealth, right? We need to be practical about it. We need to know what actions we need to take to grow the YouTube channel, build a successful business, you know, go up the career ladder, yada, yada, yada. What do we need to do? Action orientated in order to create what we want, the practical, the realistic side. There are literally people who believe that they're going to manifest their healing in their relationship by just visualizing. Like, you have to go counseling. You have to, you know, it is ridiculous. Some of the things that people assume will happen just by being woo-woo. They're literally afraid to speak to their partner, have a conversation, you know, communicate, or whatever it is. They're afraid to lose their partner. They're afraid of so much stuff. And, you know, I hear stories all the time. And unfortunately, too many people are too woo-woo about the law of attraction, and they need to change how they think about it, all right? So again, if you would like to get a free energy reading, the link will be in the description, and check out this video over here on how to break through to the next level in your life, how to break through to success. If you're finding yourself being blocked or you can't seem to break through, this video is for you. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.